It's Tammy, NZ Gastric Sleeve. I am coming to you with my week 9 update of post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had on the 21st of May 2014 at Wellington Regional Hospital with Mr. Simon Ban. So this week I have come to you with my 2-month update where I hit Wonderland, yay! And there was a goal in kilos that I wanted to meet at the same or similar sort of time. I didn't meet that with my 2-month, but have I met it today? Let's wait and see. So my starting weight was 113.6 kilos or 250.4 pounds. My start of my pre-up diet was 108.9 kilos, 240 pounds. My surgery weight, I was 103.9 or 229 pounds. Last week I was 91.6 kilos or 201.9 pounds. This morning I was 89.9 kilos or 198.2 pounds. So fantastic, in the 80s, by a hair's breadth, but in the 80s. I haven't been in the 80s since I was 18. So yeah, it's awesome. That is awesome. So last night I was thinking about this as to when was the last time I was this weight, and I realised something. When I was 19, I hung around about 92 kilos for a good year or more, because I was 92 kilos when I got married at 19 the first time round, and I kind of don't really know when I went over the 100. I remember being at 92 and being at 92 for a while, so I really do think that is why I stuck around that 92 for a while. We'll see. I also attribute, so that's a 1.7 kilo loss for the week, or 3.7 pounds. Now, for some of you that are losing 4 or 5 pounds a week, that doesn't seem a lot, but this is my biggest loss since week 1. I have not been a big loser. I've been more like a kilo a week rather than 1.7. It's almost 2 kilos. This is kind of big for me. I very much attribute that to last week was my first week at home, unemployed. I went to the gym quite a lot. I did 3 body balance classes last week, just in the Monday to Thursday. And so with them being reasonably low intensity, they're good for the strength and toning. But you're not burning so many calories that on our low calorie diets that becomes a problem. So that's kind of exciting. So because I did quite a big update in my month 2 update, I'm not going to talk too much about those sorts of things. However, yesterday I went and had a body composition scan done. I had been watching, I think Phil was starting to get the scans done from Fatkins, and I was watching one of his videos and I thought that's a really good idea. So I googled it. I wish I had found this place before surgery, because it would have been really great to have a bit of a benchmark for me to now compare this to. However, I mean, some of these measurements, like my scales does actually give me a body fat percentage, and it's not too dissimilar to, just double check that, not too dissimilar to what this report's come back at, so maybe it might be okay. But yeah, pretty bang on actually. 0.2 out. So with this body report, I've got quite an extensive report that it came with it. So yeah, it's only 0.2 off what this report is as to what my scales say my body fat percentage. Now, before surgery, I was at like 52%. Huge. Today it's saying I'm 43.5. This report yesterday says I'm 43.3. So really not a lot of difference. So this report, 43.3% body fat. Obviously it's looking for a normal range of 21 to 27. I would hope to be in the 24, 25 scale at the end, and I really do think what Phil's doing is getting to a goal weight, but then working on composition is really quite important. And as I get closer to down into the 60s, I'll have a better idea of how far I'll need to go for the composition as opposed to the kilos weight. So this is saying, so on their scales I was 90.2 yesterday, and so it's saying that my normal range should be 65 to 70. Now I'm 5'2", so the BMI scale says I should be 49 to 60. I think 63 is 25 exactly. So 49 to 62 is what the BMI is saying, and this is saying 65 to 70. She did say that she expected that to change as I went down in the weight, because this doesn't account for surgery and the like. It said that I was 39.1 kilos body fat, hence the 43.3%, and what it's saying for the normal range for that is 14 to 18 kilos of fat. My body lean, which was quite interesting given I'm so short, so my lean body mass, which is water, muscle and organs and that sort of thing, is 51.1 kilos. So like I said before, given what the BMI says I am, I'm not too sure whether to get in a healthy BMI I need to have a lower body fat percentage. Not too sure. Higher body fat, less muscle. So it's saying that my lean should be 50 to 54. So she said that my lean mass is perfect. So if I just lose fat and don't work on any of my muscle, of course you can't do that because it doesn't work like that. Muscle, you use it or you lose it. So we'll see how that goes once I start my team training. And so she said that ideally if you're wanting like a low body fat percentage would be to be the top end of your body lean and then the bottom end of your body fat, which would put me at 68 kilos, which would be why the normal range is saying 65 to 70. We'll see. I've been 63 before and I was like a big 12, small 14 New Zealand and Australian sizes, so that would have been like a 8 to 10. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously me at that weight now could be quite different because this jacket's a 16, these tops are both large, so we'll see. And I've still got 30 kilos from where I think I should be to go at least, so we'll see how that goes. My body water, she said I was down, so I was 36.9 litres water. And she said that I should be 45 to 54. So she said I need to start getting more water in. And I kind of know that because I'm getting through 3 750ml bottles, which is about 25 ounces a day. Based on my weight, I should be getting in about 100 ounces or 3 litres. That's what I was getting in before surgery, so this water challenge has come at the right time. Thanks. And then my dry lean weight, which is just organs and that sort of thing, was 14.2 kilos. Basal metabolic, 1656 kilocalories a day. Basal metabolic rate is an estimate of your body's resting energy requirements. And active metabolic, estimated of your energy's body requirements with an active level of 2,650. So obviously I'm getting well below that, but we'll see what happens. So there's also a little graph here, which I don't know whether you can see. So it's got the dry lean, the gold fat, the water, and then the excess fat. So it's this little red cube that I need to get rid of, and it's saying 16% excess fat. And then the rest of the pages kind of just go into that in more detail. Page 3. So as I start getting these done, so I'm going to start getting these done monthly around my month update. It'll have a graph with what I'm doing and what the trend of that is. So that'll be quite cool to compare. Sorry about the lighting. So my heart rate was perfect. It was 120 over 80, with the resting heart rate at 70 beats per minute. So she said that was pretty good. Waist to hip ratio below risk level, so that's cool. That's a comparison. So this really works best when you're having them semi-regularly. Now this place that I went to actually specialises in colonics, and it was interesting because she was really focusing on you're not getting enough veggies, you should be eating more veggies, and you know that green veggies are half protein and you should be having them half their body fat and body weight, the weight in protein. And she was trying to sell me on raw vegan food. I'm like, I'm meant to be having only protein. How? I wouldn't even contemplate that on a normal diet, going raw vegan, let alone as a sleeve patient. I had to explain to her on a picture of the stomach as to what the operation was. So I'll go there for my scans and that's it, I think. That's cool. So my total risk score was 18, which is a low risk of cardiac things, and that's it. So that's the report. It's really those top figures of the body fat, body lean, body water, that I think I'll be kind of focusing on. I would like to get to a stage where I'm probably around 25 body fat percentage, but again, it's just a case of seeing how I am at that point. My 2-month comparison photo is quite interesting to kind of see starting to tone up in the stomach. I've still got my bottom flab of stomach, which will become quite an issue, excess skin. I'm definitely starting to get to a point where I'm going to need to buy some shapewear and start using it, especially once I'm back at work, because otherwise I won't be able to go down in the clothes sizes without it, because that is what's stopping me getting into 16 dresses and the like. I've got a couple of 14 jackets which I can put on, but are just a bit tight in the arms, so it'll be interesting to kind of see when they start kind of coming round. I can now get my engagement ring on my middle finger. So after being able to wear other rings that don't mean as much to me, I can get my engagement ring on there. It was the only one of my 3 rings that I could get on there, and now it kind of is a bit tight coming off, so I'll leave it on there. It's nice to be able to wear some bling again. So tonight I am going to, we've had this as a extend bar studio opening up in Petone, close to us, so I am going with my friend to try it out. And I had never heard of it, but I was on something come up on my Facebook feed about bar classes, and I'm like, what's that? And so I googled it and then found out that we had one opening here, and it's a combination of ballet and Pilates classes, so that'll work out. So I'm going to my first class tonight. It'll be interesting to see how much of a workout it'll be, especially after doing the body balance. I'm not completely good at balance stuff, so it'll be interesting with the ballet stuff, but it's interesting, and hopefully it's a good workout. It's quite expensive on an ongoing basis, so it's free this week because it's their first week open, but it's about $25 a pop on a casual basis. I think they're selling 1 month memberships at the moment for $99, but given I'm unemployed, that's out of my reach at the moment. So we'll see how these free classes go. If it works really well, I might extend to a 1 month membership because I've got my team training sessions happening in just over a month. So we'll see what happens, but I'm quite excited to try it and see what happens. 16 minutes, wow. I thought this was going to be a quick one. So thanks everyone. I'm super excited about being in the 80s, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.